Hey guys, how's it going? Angus Salvo here, back with another Welcome to the Blues. Been a while, but I'm back here with my good old mate, Brendon O'Connor. Brendon, aka Bok, aka Monga, aka Smokey. How are you finding Auckland, mate? How's it been?
Yeah, loving it, eh? Bit different to Christchurch and Gisborne, but getting used to the place.
Brendon
So far.
Talking about Christchurch and Gisborne, what was your road to Auckland and the Blues, and how have you gotten here? Where have you played and where have you gone to school and all that sort of thing?
Yep, so I was born and raised in Gisborne, went to Gisborne Boys High School, and then straight after school in 08 moved down to Christchurch and played a few years for Canterbury and got a couple of games for Crusaders before moving up here kind of end of last year.
Nice, mate. Now, talking about nicknames, Bok,
Yep.
obviously Brendon O'Connor.
Yep.
Now, we'll go one by one. Now, Smokey, can you tell us about Smokey or Smoke? What's that all about?
That's just a recent one. It's a bit of a myth, it's a bit of a lie. Boys think I smoked on from all the social events, but it's just a lie. I'm not a late night kind of guy.
Yeah, well, actually, it's the truth. Every time we have an event on and he commits, you know, next thing he's gone with his missus and we won't see him until training on Monday. Now we'll talk about the last one, which is probably the most common, or monga, or fishmonger.
Yep.
Now here your dad's a bit of a fish and chip man and a fishmonger. Can you, what's the background with that? What does it mean?
Yep, so the olds back in Gisborne own a fish and chip shop, so the old man's partial to a monga and a few fish, and I've kind of just picked that up.
And that's gone on to your PlayStation name as well?
Yep, it's also my PS3 online username, Fishmonger. So
99?
Fishmonger 99, yep.
So if you want to if you want to school someone up at NBA 2K13, add him up, Fishmonger 99, because he's pretty average. Now, mate, if we just check this little beauty out,
So you get a close up?
probably get a close up of it, and then I don't know, and then maybe a close up of his hair. I'm not quite sure they're one or two together. And can you just? I think I've heard you gone to somewhere like Rodney Wayne or something, mate. Can you run us through that little yarn?
Yeah, so recently I was sporting the beard, and I decided to get rid of it for my first start for the Blues, but I thought I'd just keep a bit for memory, so I kept the mo, and it was a bit blonde, so I went down to the local hairdresser, Rodney Wayne, St. Luke's, and got them to dye it for me.
How much did that cost you?
I actually got it for free. I'd never actually had anyone in there do it before, so they said I was their trial person, but if anyone's looking for a place to get their mo done, Rodney Wayne, St. Luke's. $10 I think now. I got it for free, $10 now.
Here he is, he's an advertising campaign man, he's talking about fishmongering and Rodney Wayne. Alright mate, now I've interviewed your old buddy Marty McKenzie a while ago, and he said you had some pretty weird tendencies because you're flat with him. Have you got any dirt about him, or what's it like living with him?
No, he's a good young kid. I try and take him under my wing. He's got a lot to learn, so he's just a new kid on the block. So I'm just looking after him, trying to anyway. Outside
of Marty, who are your other mates? Now these guys are obviously hanging around. We've got Jamison Gibson Park and Quinton McDonald are hanging around here. Are they up there with your top three friends, or I'm obviously number one? But Carrot, who's your next three?
Yeah, we've got a pretty good golfing crew. Me, Marty, Quinton, and Jamo. Usually go play a bit of Ambrose. Usually me and Quinton versus Jamo and Marty. We usually toast them up. So.
Is there any other cool little friendship things you have going on, like maybe a WhatsApp group or anything like that?
Yeah, we got a wee WhatsApp group for a bit of banter.
What's that called?
Dock-a-link.
He's into his tattoos and everything. Now, finally, before I do my quick Q&As, do you have any product? Does your hair just sit like that forever?
No, I just had a shower and just brush it back.
I think if you're ever watching him in the game, his hair will stay like that right to the end. Okay, time for some quick Q&A. Boot sponsor.
Adidas.
Favorite boot?
The new Adidas Flankers.
Favorite casual gear? Brand?
I love ugly.
Favorite top?
Favorite top? What do you mean, brand or
Okay, if you're going out for a night out on dinner, what are you going to wear?
just a collar shirt that I've got at home. Anyone.
No pants?
I'm
asking for a full outfit, mate, top to bottom.
Right, I'll probably chuck on some red shoes, black chinos, and a nice blue collared top or something.
5-panel cap?
Nah, I won't sport that.
Hair product?
Sometimes. Depends how I'm feeling.
Favorite outdoor activity?
Golf.
Favorite hobby outside of golf?
PlayStation.
Favorite fish to mong?
Taraki.
Favorite mate? Me.
Angus tail now.
Favorite feed?
Feed? Souvlaki. And I'll be getting one this weekend in Christchurch.
Favorite place in New Zealand?
Gisborne.
Nice. There you go. Brendon O'Connor, aka Bok, aka Smokey, aka Monga. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you next time. Get out of here! Get out of here, little things. Oh, this is our friendship handshake. Full one. This is our friendship handshake. You got to be pretty exclusive to be in that crew.
Bit of sauce at the end.
Catch you later. Oh.